And we are live. Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. This is Marco, your temporary host. And we got Trey and Alex here with us. James should be jumping in here in a little bit. But Jose, obviously, uh, out here for a little while as we send prayers to him and his family as his wife is dealing with some things. So our prayers and thoughts and prayers go out to my cousin, which if y'all don't know, Jose's wife is my cousin, and that's how me and him kind of started it up early back in the days. But we sent some prayers out to Jose and especially to Viviana. And hopefully for a speedy recovery as she battles some hard things. So send out the love, all the prayers, and everybody hopefully does the same. But, gentlemen, how are y'all doing today? How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Just trying
Pretty
to
good.
beat the system that Jose set me up with.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
What's
lot.
up, what's up, Alex?
Just the day's been kind of ugly, but I don't know, kind of feels like football vibes.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly why. Like the cold air kind of rolling through the cloudy
Yeah.
skies. It feels like fall, which means football.
Yup, we're getting a couple cold fronts coming in. It's
Little man
good.
Marco, you're up.
We're gonna get another one. We're gonna get another cold front this weekend, this following weekend. So it should really drop temperature. So it's gonna be awesome. And
Guys,
yeah,
I
it
don't
does
know if
feel
I know. We changed our name to Puro Pinche Weather.
Puro Pinche Weather. Oh, we give all a forecast on Puro
Yeah.
Pinche Weather. Check me out. Hey, but no, we had some awesome football that we watched this weekend. It was absolutely amazing. Everything from college to the NFL. We had filled every single day with some football. It was awesome to watch. And I'm sure everybody else was rooting for their teams. And we'll kind of roll through to see how our teams did this weekend. So we're going to start off with
You
the
can skip
Cowboys.
mine.
Huh?
You could skip mine. It's okay.
No, we're gonna go ahead and talk about yours, but we'll come a little bit later. We'll make sure to hit the Denver Broncos for sure. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Cowboys versus Niners. Obviously, the Niners did their thing. Brock Purdy did his thing, and they went ahead and basically steamrolled the Cowboys in a matchup where we had said in the beginning, and I believe we talked about it last week, is this was going to be a true test for the Cowboys, right? We're going to find out who the Cowboys actually were, and this is really was going to be the litmus test of, hey, what is kind of going to happen,
Yeah.
and we found out pretty quickly how the Cowboys did against the Niners, but that Niners team, dude, is stacked, bro.
Yeah,
That
it is.
Niners team is stacked. So I kind of want to get y'all's thoughts. What'd you think about the game, Trey?
I mean, it was a good showing out. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Brock Purdy he's a cold dude. I don't know if he plays with the I don't care attitude, but that kid is nasty. But the one that I'm surprised with is like the overall score. I can't believe Dallas, actually let it get that high. I thought they would stop them a little bit, but man, their defense was kind of a little bit lacking right there. But
Yep.
like we said, it was a true testament of what the Cowboys are, and they definitely need a little bit of work, as well as a couple other teams in the NFL right now. We'll see where it goes the rest of the year.
For sure. And we'll go ahead and toss it off to Alex. Alex, you're our defensive guru, our football tactics guy. What do you think went wrong for Dallas? Like, what do you think was the main culprit there, and why they didn't do well, and why they got steamrolled by the Niners?
I mean, like I said, I think we said it 2 weeks ago. I had said it's really hard to play that type of defense for 16, 17 games straight. You're gonna have hiccups, but you also can't have your defense on the field 30 minutes and
Yeah.
expect them to show out, man. You're gonna give up big chunk plays like that. Your offense is not helping you out. We seen them, get games won like that, but the 49ers, they chew the clock out so much, and they know what to do out to that Dallas team. I mean, they've seen them before already a couple times. They're running at Parsons, and I don't know. Did you guys hear Parsons' name that much? I mean,
Yeah,
there,
no.
there were
Not
there
as
were
much as you
Trent,
normally would
Trent,
expect.
Trent Williams did a great job, huh?
yeah. I mean, they
Hey,
schemed everything up.
that boy Trent Williams is nasty though, bro. That's a
They
cold
schemed
fucking
everything up
tackle.
where Parsons was getting doubled, and the other guys weren't winning their one-on-one matchups. So, I mean, I guess the other guys on the other defensive line have to point fingers at themselves because Parsons is only one guy, and if it gets his double team, somebody has to win their one-on-one battles. Purdy, I mean, not taking away anything from Purdy. Purdy looked fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, so good.
He looked great.
Every week he looks better.
So let me ask you this. I saw something just like about 30 minutes ago, actually, that they're saying somebody, I think it was Woj, I think that's how you say his name, Andrew Woj, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
So they're treating CeeDee Lamb like he's a receiver 3 instead of a receiver 1. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, and if you look at his targets over the last couple of weeks, it
Right.
hasn't been good.
It should be.
And I kind of want to talk about a little bit first about the defense, and then we'll get into the offense for both teams. But the defense, and you mentioned Alex, we saw that Dallas kept getting all these 3 and outs, and you mentioned it perfectly. 49ers have the ball the whole game. By the second half, that Dallas defense is tired. But I think one thing that we forget to mention also is the absence of Diggs and that injury, right? And how that defense has really changed, and how Dan Quinn has had to adjust a lot of things, and maybe those adjustments haven't been the right ones. Have you kind of seen that, like why they might be struggling also, or do you really think that this game was particularly because they just couldn't get off the field?
Well, I mean, it's when you play against Kyle Shanahan type of offense, you're gonna get schemed up where you put the defensive players in wrong positions by a bunch of motioning, offset tight ends and whatnot, 21 personnel or 11 personnel, and you have to communicate a lot on defense whenever you see all those motions come across, and you could tell, man, they weren't comfortable. Stephon Gilmore didn't look like himself. I mean, he looked like he was getting cooked out there, man. Like it was It was a terrible sight to see. Us, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, it was really bad.
Oh yeah, 100%. It just feels like it was just very live, and you said it correctly. Like all the scheming that 49ers do, and how they kept Micah Parsons at bay was really impressive. And I think, dude, honestly, the last couple of years, the Niners have had all these injuries that have kind of kept them out of being in that true contention of fighting for a Super Bowl, right? They've got into the playoffs. They've always been great teams, but the injuries has always been the really the Achilles heel of that team. But it's looking like, me and knocking on wood, that if they stay healthy, man, they might just go ahead and win this all the way, because I have not seen a team hit on all cylinders like this in a long time. I mean, we go ahead and talk about their linebackers. They're fucking dogs, dude. They were all over the field, and it seemed like anywhere you look, someone was running 100 miles per hour trying to kill someone, and it was pretty impressive. And to me, that stood out a lot. So,
well, that one Fred Warner play where he sacked Dak.
Fred Warner,
dude, he like, if you actually look at the breakdown of the play, he cut in front of the defender to slow the defender from running his hot route across the middle. So that gave time for the defensive back or safety to cover. Then he also covered the passing lane. If you look at it, so this is the exact same play, right? So the receiver's coming like this. Fred Warner's here, cuts him off, and then cuts in front. So he's, like I said, in the passing lane. Then he jumps up to block, the overhead pass, and then he gets the sack. So it's kind of crazy to watch one man do so many different things for that. I mean, it was just one play, but still. That play, that's a huge sack to, push him back like that. So
what's also big and huge for them was Kittle. Like you didn't hear much of his name throughout the beginning of the year, and he just balls out this game. I mean, they put him in good positions to make great plays. I like the reverse handoff pass.
Oh yeah,
just like the Lions did. That shit was good.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Great play.
Nice.
Great play.
Yep. Who caught that tutty? Was it
Kittle?
Kittle, yeah, Kittle.
That was one of the 3.
Kittle with the hat trick before basically on his birthday. His birthday the following day. So shout out to him. Hey, I know y'all saw. Hey, y'all saw him do this. With his shirt said, y'all saw that?
Dallas.
He said, "Fuck Dallas." That's fucking cold. You put in 3 tutties and you said, "Fuck Dallas." Damn,
he was ready.
God, that shit was crazy. But now let's talk a little bit about the Dallas offense and the struggles that everybody wants to put the light on Dak Prescott, and deservedly so, right? Because he played a shitty ass game. dude seems like, and I was mentioning, we were talking in the group chat, we have our thread and we're constantly saying things. It's pretty awesome. We're talking about how Dak, Dak under pressure is another Dak, right? He has all this pressure from the Cowboys. Obviously, playing for the Cowboys being a quarterback for the Cowboys is a tremendous amount of pressure. But then in the game, when he's getting pressured, it seems like he doesn't know what to do out there. And we talk about last year having a different offensive coordinator, now transitioning this year to Mike McCarthy calling out the plays. It's it seems like that defense seems like that offense has mitigated taking risk, really looking for those short passes and not really going for it anymore, not really taking those risks like Dak is used to. Now, could that be a mental thing where maybe Dak is scared, to throw that interception, that next interception, and people getting in his head in the offseason? Or is it just the way the offense is schemed up now? We talked about CeeDee Lamb. Trey brought it up about CeeDee Lamb and him making it seem like he's like a third string receiver. Like he's not, or a third option receiver. He's not getting those same targets that he did last year. So what do y'all think is going on with the Dallas offense? Do you think it's Mike McCarthy? Do you think it's Dak? Do you think it's a combination of everything? What do y'all kind of think on that?
Real quick before I answer this, Great Balls Mendoza said Micah acting like a clown on his pod. Y'all didn't see that? That was
Micah could be a little corny on the pod. Not gonna lie, so,
pretty funny watching that.
He says some corny shit, but I guess he's just in that mentality where he's just trying. I don't know,
trying to fire up his team, maybe.
Yeah,
he needs to show up on these games though. So I can see what he's saying. He is a clown if he taking shots after the game.
But as far as the offense situation goes, I think it is a mixture of both. I know there's Dak lovers and there's Dak haters. Unfortunately, he may not be that guy that everybody thought that he was going to. Kid was a stud in college, and I thought he was going to do great in the NFL with the talent he had around him and stuff. I just thought he kind of maybe started slow, but yeah, he has not produced that well at all, as well as I thought he would. You know what I mean? So that definitely is a big deal when it comes to the team you have around you. They've had studs pretty much half their career, so we'll see.
Yeah. What about you, Alex? What do you think?
I mean, they are doing the West Coast offense, trying to get the ball out of his hands quicker. Mike McCarthy ran it a lot in Green Bay, and he won a Super Bowl with it. But Aaron Rodgers is a different quarterback than
a lot of checkdowns.
Yeah. So it hasn't been working the past couple first weeks, and I guess you could say let's change it up or let's keep on working at it. Let's keep on working at it. But I mean, you're in that crucial moment right now where the schedule's gonna get harder. You're now they're now 2-2 or 3-2 now, 3-2, and they got a tough road ahead of them right now in this first. The next couple of games. So I really don't know what you expect Dak to do if you're only giving CeeDee Lamb these choice routes where he's running slants, 5-yard outs. You see that they took a shot.
He's laughing because Jose said, "Hi, first time viewer, first time subscriber. Where do you rank
that this year?" Bro,
it's kind of hard.
Look, I think this game. First, I agree with you, Alex. I think this transition into this offense is not giving a Dak the amount of looks compared to last year. But there's something I think is a lot mental. And we talk about what's between the years, right? That's one of the biggest things for the quarterback, right? How fast can you process information? How fast can you do things? And it seems like maybe it's just too quick for him. Maybe the decision making, it has to be too quick and he can't do it because he is releasing the ball a lot quicker, but the efficiency is not there, right? You also don't have that big ball anymore, which is kind of strange because we saw that one play with Turpin where they scored the touchdown where Turpin took it and it seemed like, hey, those are the type of plays that Dak likes, right? Those big open plays, trying to blow coverage, right? Get someone to run a crossing route, get open, run the post. Turpin got open, completely open, and it was perfect touchdown. But we don't see a lot of that anymore, and I think it has to do with this new offense. And who knows, man? Dak, as far as being ranked, I mean, I actually saw something on this, and they were talking about what should they sign Dak to another deal? And it's like there's 32 QBs. Where do you put Dak? Right? Is Dak one of the better ones? Yes. Right? It's better than having uh fuck, I don't know. Who do you want to? Yeah, other QBs. Like it's better than having other QBs, but at the same time, Cowboys haven't won in a long time, and I don't know if you're gonna win with Dak at this point. I think the years have shown that. So if I were to rank him, I think he's a top 15 quarterback still, but I don't think he's the guy for Dallas.
Well, I mean, a lot of it has to do with coaching too, because look at Sam Howell. Sam Howell in that same division. Yes, he leads. He's thrown a lot of interceptions, but whenever he makes plays, it's those big splash plays, and that's what Dak is missing.
Yeah,
and he doesn't really get that much opportunities to throw it. So I don't know, man. I always say these last couple games, or especially this 49er game, he had opportunities to run the ball when they're playing man coverage and everybody's like pretty much covered. So like if step up in the pocket and use your legs. I mean, they want you to throw that quick game. They already know what you're gonna do.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. He doesn't take enough deep shots, and they already know he does the short game. That's all they have to cover.
That's it. Use your legs.
Literally, just
and it's a little bit of a mental thing too. Is like we're gonna force Dak to wanna do things like that because he's scared to throw the long ball.
If he just took a couple opportunities, it's kind of like a team that only runs the ball, which that's never a thing. But if you only run the ball, they're going to expect you to only run the ball, right? So what do you do to catch them on their toes? You do a play action. Guess what? They're going to push up. Now you got somebody freaking beaming down the sideline. Same concept with Dak. They're going to expect those little dinks all the time. Dude, fucking pump and go bomb, bro. Like, you gotta unload. That's it. You've got to. Because those big plays give momentum. They make a splash. They make your team excited. And then guess what? You have that momentum to keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And guess what? It probably gives your defense like, oh, shit, okay, let's play.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. And and we'll see what happens, right, in the next couple of weeks. Like Alex was saying, they have a pretty tough schedule coming up. So, they're going to have to figure shit out because you ain't getting Diggs back. You only got that. You got some stud receivers. You got to use them, and you got to figure out ways to open the game up. You can't be staying. You're going to see teams that like to run the ball and like to waste time on the clock. It's going to be hard to catch up once you get in these deficits. So they need to figure out how to jump early, get early ahead in the games, and try to figure out their offense because right now nothing's working.
How about these Cowboy fans giving Kellen Moore a little bit of apologies or something? Because I bet you think they're missing him right now.
Oh, 100%, right?
Look how Herbert's playing right now. I mean, taking all these deep shots, and
I think this Kellen Moore leaving, I think, has to do with McCarthy not being able to give up. It's a pride thing, I think, wanting to be the one to call the plays, not wanting to, the control, and it's all this stuff. When you had like an offensive mind like Kellen Moore, where he's doing his thing with over there with the Chargers, which they've been playing well these couple games. So we'll kind of see. But now we're gonna go ahead and transition. Now we talked about Dallas and that. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Put it back on. We will see because I was a little too quick. But this party over, yeah, dude. This shit's. Hey, I don't know what's going on, man. But hey, let Russ cook, right? That shit ain't working. Sean Payton.
It's not even him though. So that's the most frustrating part, bro. If you look, our offense sucked ass last year, and our defense was fucking killer. Now our offense is actually pretty good. Now we're not great. I'm not saying that, but we're pretty good, and our defense sucks.
But Russ has hope, bro. Hey, Russ has hope, man. Like he said in the press conference, he has hope.
Well, of course, that's what he has to say. Let's be real. But like, what blows my mind is we haven't really lost that much on defense besides our coaching.
And I guess you could point it out. Pointed out right
I
there.
don't know, bro.
What is the defensive coordinator doing, man? What is Sean Payton doing? Look, Sean Payton opened his mouth in the beginning of the season,
That
talking
was
about
when we first
talking about Nathaniel, and I want to dive into that, right? Because the motherfucker shouldn't have opened his mouth.
No.
All right, you shouldn't have opened his mouth. He opens his mouth saying, Nathaniel Hackett, this and that. You can't be talking about another coach. And you know what? I was happy for Nathaniel Hackett. I was happy for Nathaniel Hackett that he came in there with his second string QB with a great defense, and the Jets is a great defense. It's a good defense. But with a QB that is obviously building slowly, you see some strengths. You see some strengths that he has, right? But obviously without Aaron Rodgers, that's a completely new, different offense. But they went in there and did their thing against the Broncos, man. So you have to give a testament to what Nathaniel Hackett and that Jets team, they played for him, man. You can tell that they really love him.
Yeah,
If
that
you
was
saw after the
definitely
game,
a revenge game for sure.
revenge game. They went over there hugging him, and he's not going to make a big deal out of it, but you can tell that people played for him that day, and it was pretty cool to see them shut that dude up and eat his words. So
Yep.
that was pretty awesome.
I've always said you don't say something until you're actually on top, and I don't know why he opened his mouth, but whatever.
Yep.
Nothing we can do now.
What do you think, Alex?
That's what I always. I mean, when he first came out with that shit, talking shit to another coach, I'll tell you, coaches do that, but they do it behind closed doors. They don't do that shit in front of the media.
Yeah.
They'll tell their team like, "Hey, fuck this coach" or whatever.
Yeah.
This and that. And the Jets took that shit personal. That's their
Oh,
guy.
100%.
Hackett, took a lot of fucking heat last year in Denver. Like you said, Marco's like that fucking team at the end of the game, man. They were giving him hugs. You could tell Hackett, man. He fucking wanted that shit for sure.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
And I mean, to go to Champagne, man. I feel like Champagne's trying to play the narrative is like it's on Russ. I for one think Russ is doing amazing with the shit that he's been given. It's coming from last year. I mean, he played terrible, and this year, man, it's like a whole nother Russ. He is playing good. It's just that, man, that fucking defense is so bad. Like it's terrible, man. Patrick
Jose commented in there, 300 mil dedicated to Rush and Sean. True rebuild for Denver begins in 2030.
Pretty fucking much.
Well, I saw one thing, Trey, I don't know how you feel about this, but they're saying like it's time to start getting rid of some big key guys on the defensive side.
I saw that.
And see what they could try to do.
It almost seems like if Sean Payton was able to give Vic Fangio to come in and be the defensive coordinator, y'all would have been in a better spot right now. But
I think
what do you think about
besides who we have now, honestly? And that's no offense to that dude, Vance.
Yeah, no, I mean he's absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And let me give you a stat here. Denver is averaging per game. They're giving up 450 total yards.
Yep.
182 on the ground. 182 on the ground per game.
Now, our rush defense has sucked for the past couple of years. I will admit that. But that's insane.
Insane. Worse than the NFL. Ranked 32.
I think it starts in the middle with the linebackers. I think they need to get some linebacker help.
That's what's crazy. Like, if you actually look at our linebacking core, they're not a bad group. Like, they're really not. I think it's the scheme. Like, I think, and I'm not saying it to blame on the coach itself, but I think a lot of it is the scheme itself. I don't think they're calling the right set of plays to help in certain scenarios. Great Balls Mendoza said, Zach banging Sean's cracked the game. Jesus.
MILF hunting. Damn it, Zach. The MILF hunter.
But that's my biggest thing. Like, I know they're not, Fred Warner types, but they're studs and they played good. But I don't know, dude. It's so frustrating. Like, I mean, like last year was offense, this year's the defense. I don't fucking. Next year it'll be
like Patrick Surtain has been getting like cooked this past couple of weeks. I mean, to me, they're not putting him in good positions.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like they're not setting.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's in. It doesn't look. It looks like he's playing zone most of the time, and Patrick Surtain likes to get into the receiver's bodies.
Look what he
feel
did
him.
with that interception. They were playing man.
So like you could tell he's a little frustrated whenever you could like, dude, it's so fucking predictable. Like
Yeah,
it's zone coverage and they're getting cut.
picked apart like a
bad.
motherfucker. Yeah,
No, it seems like they're in the middle of the ocean when those receivers get the ball, dude. There's no one around anybody, bro.
no.
Yeah,
They're by themselves
Yeah,
getting the ball.
it's all about communication when you play zone, and
Yep.
if one guy is off, it's gonna look bad on the whole defense.
The trade deadline's coming up. And is there anything do you think there's anything the Broncos could do to save the season? Even maybe win a couple of games here. Like what do you do? Is it the defensive coordinator? What do you think, Trey, is the answer, the solution to this, or do you even know at this point?
Honestly, the unfortunate part is we can't, like Coach they said, we really can't just blow it up and start over due to those two contracts. But that's why we were talking about it just a second ago. I know that there's been talks of trading some people out. We were getting, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, all those guys, which that's going to suck to lose those guys. But if we're going to be in rebuild mode in the next 2 years, whatever it may be, it's a route we got to go.
Yeah.
A quick fix would be to get a new coordinator. How quickly that can happen, I don't know. But I really think if we would have gotten Wade Phillips was on the table, Vic Fangio at one point was on the table, Rex Ryan at one point was on the table.
Rex Ryan.
Any
Rex
of those
Ryan. Dude's a dog.
our
Defensive
defense
mind.
would be ridiculous because they know the scheme. Now, I'm not saying Vance is the worst, but he's pretty bad from what I've seen. So I honestly don't even know, dude.
Yeah, you can't just keep your job being ranked 32 in defense. You're not gonna keep your job.
Not even
That dude's out of
the
there.
thing,
we're 32 in like every category of defense too. Like it's stupid.
Everything.
The thing is too, you get rid of them, and who's gonna call the defense now?
No, I agree.
can't
That's
just-
what I'm saying. You can't just
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ride the ship with him being in there, unless you know there's somebody in that staff that can call the defense.
Yep.
You can't just bring in another DC just like that because you're gonna have to.
You can bring someone. You can actually maybe bring someone in to like consult. Consult. A lot of teams do that. They bring in. You can bring in a couple. Last year for the Eagles, they brought in Vic Fangio to consult.
We
the
did that
defense
last year with offense. Remember?
Yeah, do a couple of weeks, and it seems to me that there's big issues in Denver. There's big issues in Denver.
We got a good question from Leticia Ramirez. Worst coach of the year: Sean Payton, Brian Dable, or Bill Belichick?
Oh, this one, that's a great question.
Really good.
I mean, yeah.
Right now,
I have one answer.
Right now, I'm unfortunately saying Sean Payton, but I don't think it's fully him, but just the way our team is playing is just pure shit. So that's mine.
I'm gonna go the other way. Bill hasn't been looking like himself at all.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Jose would love to be on right now. Oh shit!
This goes back to the offseason though. I mean, I understand you have all this money. There wasn't a lot of big names in free agency, right? And you have to pay Juju, right? Because that was another big name that was out. That was the biggest name, I guess, in the wide receivers. But they also had one guy there that was really good too, and he looks fantastic in the Raiders. It's just that, man, but this is Bill's team. You've seen it over the past couple of years now that he's getting stuck in his own ways by bringing in, a couple of his boys on to be the OCs, and it hasn't looked good. But you can't go Champagne. I mean, Champagne is the one that opened up his mouth a lot. But to me, it's gonna be Bill, man. You could have made offseason moves where you could have got a big name to help out Mac Jones, and I feel bad for Mac Jones because they're not giving him anything to work with. I mean,
dude, you know what's crazy?
terrible.
I saw a stat that said Tom Brady in his entire career at Gillette Stadium had 4 pick sixes.
I saw that.
That in the first 18 games or whatever, something like that. I was like, holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, more home games lost than the whole time that Tom Brady was there.
No, it's not just him. Obviously,
He left.
it's just kind of a crazy stat to think
And
about.
then putting Brian Dable in there. I mean, his team is just like really trash.
And you're right, Trey. We can't be fucking comparing Mac Jones and Tom Brady. That's not fair, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I mean,
Uh-oh.
dude fucking sucks. But let me see what Jose said. We're 1-4. Let Jacoby go for Juju. Reached on Cole Strange. Running backs aren't doing
Give me the running
anything.
backs for sure.
Bill O'Brien's scheme has been good, but Mac lost his balls and isn't competing. Do you almost think, and I'll ask this to y'all, is Bill keeping Mac Jones in there on purpose to tank?
It kind of looks like it.
To tank.
It kinda,
Dude's smart.
It kind of looks like it.
Dude's smart. Arguably the greatest coach in history.
Maybe that's
He's smart. He's smart. It almost seems like when they're asking him questions in the press conference. No, it's not Mac. It's not all him. And we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna have to figure this out. And blah blah blah. It seems to me like they're keeping him in because they know he sucks and they know the offense sucks. And you know what? Might as well. We're already fucking losing. Might as well tank this season. And we're going for Caleb. We're going for Caleb. And Jose has been saying the last couple of weeks. Let's keep fucking losing. Let's keep fucking losing. We're getting Caleb Williams. So
what are they gonna do though? I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. I mean, Caleb's gonna go into a system where he's gonna have offensive coordinators every other year, and it's been the Patriots like MO. Like besides whenever they got Randy Moss, when are they gonna get another big key guy to who's gonna help out Caleb? I mean, Juju's not the answer.
No, and that's my question too. Honestly, is who do they have to trade away? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that's the question.
And that's what. And I think I talked to Jose. I think 2 weeks ago, whenever Matthew Judon got hurt. I mean, that sucks, man. Because that would have been key. That would have been perfect to trade him away while he is hot and get some big names or even get a couple draft picks in return.
Yeah, because the only way I think the way it's looking is that you're going to try to lose as many games as possible, and you're going to take that sacrifice. Right? We saw it with the Spurs last season, and now we got Wemby. So the Patriots being almost that mirrored franchise, right, to what the Spurs are in some sort of way, right? You compare Bill Belichick to Greg Popovich, right? These great head coaches, some say the greatest in their sports in history. Kind of going through the same route where Bill Belichick is now maybe throwing the towel and just saying, you know what? We're gonna take this fucking sacrifice and we're gonna suck so bad, and it might tarnish my legacy. It might tarnish my legacy a little bit, maybe just a little bit, but not really because I have 7 Super Bowls and who gives a fuck? And I'm still gonna be the fucking GOAT, and I'm gonna tank and still get Caleb Williams and be great again. So are they doing it and sacrificing that to get Caleb Williams? I think so, and I think this is what it's gonna be this season. They're gonna keep losing and they're gonna get Caleb Williams at the end.
Interesting,
right?
I don't mind it.
Nah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to say Bill Belichick, oh, you went fucking – like, nobody cares. Like, you're still the GOAT. You won 7 Super Bowls. Like, you did it with Tom Brady. Your shrine is there. Like, nobody's moving you no matter what happens. You can lose the next fucking 4 seasons every game, and you'll still be the GOAT. So I think that's what it is.
About those 3 names of those 3 coaches' names, Bill's the only one out of those 3 that has too much on his table. And I think Robert Kraft needs to do a better job of maybe helping them out a little bit more, giving them a GM, take that GM right on the money.
Yeah, Kraft needs to talk to Belichick. Really, Kraft needs to talk from Jose. Kraft needs to talk to Belichick, relieve him from GM duties, get new fresh eyes. Pop and RC Buford did the same thing, and now we got Wemby. We have the second highest cap space next year,
and we have a shit ton of first round picks.
Shit ton.
Like 3 this coming year, and then like 3 or 4 in the next couple years. Like so many, so many.
Yeah, but I think it's Sean Payton. The word I think Sean Payton is the word.
See, and I agree. Like I think I agree. I think Bill is kind of doing it on purpose to an extent. As far as Brian Dable goes, he had a fantastic year last year. So because they're starting off wrong, I don't think that I could put him in the worst coach of the year. The reason being he hadn't had Saquon a couple games. They've been kind of lackadaisical on offense and somewhat of defense. So I'm not going to put that fully on him. Sean Payton has come out, spoke words that he shouldn't have spoke, and started off terrible. So right now I'm going him. If we change that around and we start to go do better, let's say, then maybe not. But you don't open your mouth and go 1-4. Like, come on, dude.
Yep. And Great Balls Mendoza said, Get Bill Belfront out of there. Brady made him relevant. All right, we're going too far there, all right? All right, Big Balls Mendoza, you got some big balls for saying that, okay? But we know that's not true, dog. Okay, but that was a combo. Did Tom Brady have a little bit more to do with it? Maybe, right? That dude's the GOAT. But Bill Belichick did a lot for that team. And we'll see, right? The true test is if they get Caleb Williams next year, and we'll see how they do, and maybe that's going to be the answer to some questions when it comes to that, and see who kind of does good. Leticia Ramirez says Dable is stuck with the sins of the Giants front office for overpaying Daniel
Jones. That's why I still can't do it.
And I knew y'all were going to fucking bring this up because I defended Daniel Jones, and I'll say it right here. I fucking was stupid. I was defending him, saying, no, it's not too bad, right? They paid him a little bit. It's good. He's good enough. That motherfucker stinks, dude. That dude's bad.
Yeah.
That dude's bad. Like, and you could say the O-line, right? The O-line maybe, has been lacking. But at the same time, there's a lot of plays there where people have been putting videos on X, formerly Twitter, where they show the breakdown of the play, and Daniel Jones is just fucking, there's some spots open here. That motherfucker just does the wrong thing. So a lot of things going down there in the Giants. So it looks like it's in free fall.
I said earlier, there's a bunch of teams right now that are just not performing.
I don't think Saquon ain't gonna be in no rush to get back.
Damn. Oh no! Look what she said just now.
All right. I don't know about that. All right. Okay. Leticia, I don't know about that, but hey, I respect it. Hey, what you think? Obviously, I think you're passionate about the Giants, and yeah, they're pretty fucking bad. So Daniel Jones, your neck, fix that shit, and maybe we're gonna see you in the XFL next year. I don't know, but we got to remember that the Giants have him on contract still next year, so they really can't get rid of him. They still got him next year, so they're gonna have to make something work out. And like you said, Alex, about Saquon, he's not gonna be in any rush to get soon, right? He's on this 1-year deal where he's getting a good amount of money guaranteed. He's gonna be a free agent next year. And hopefully he lands somewhere pretty nice that's going to suit him well. Maybe the Chiefs. I got to throw it in there. But so let's go on to the next topic. And we talked about Caleb Williams a little bit. And I kind of want to transition to college a little bit. USC has a close loss to Arizona. Did y'all watch the game, guys?
Or close win.
Close win. Sorry. Close win to Arizona. Almost lost it. It went to a couple overtimes. I think 3 or 4. I don't know how many it was. I can't remember. I was watching it, but it was 43-41. USC came out on top. What y'all think about the game? Did y'all watch it?
Hold on, real quick, going back to that.
Oh, Leticia Ramirez says Daniel Jones is why the franchise tag exists. We better not lose Saquon. Oh, y'all losing it. I'm sorry, y'all losing it.
Yeah, you're gonna lose Saquon.
Y'all
There's
losing
no
Saquon.
way he's gonna come back after how he was treated this past offseason. And for them to look this bad, he ain't gonna come back.
Saquon came back to rise his stock again because people didn't know how he was gonna come back from that ACL injury. People were like, "Oh, is Saquon the same Saquon?" We saw that he's the same Saquon when he came back. So he came back to rise his stock. Now he gets a little banged up, high ankle sprain. I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I'm gonna chill. And I don't think he comes back. I don't think he comes back anytime soon.
Yeah, that way he could show everybody how bad this offense looks without him.
Yep. So exactly. That dude's one hell of a player. Hell of a player, bro. Hell of a fucking player. So we hope he gets healthy and we hope he gets a pretty good deal next season.
Hey, what were you about to transition to, bro?
Oh, USC to Arizona versus Arizona. Caleb Williams.
Hold on real quick before we move on from NFL. So I asked Jose for this because I wanted to kind of update. So everybody knows that we do the pick'ems. So just to run through, tied for fifth, we have Alex and Jeff at 46 and 32. Fourth is Jose at 47 and 31. Third is James at 49-29. And then Marco, you're in second at 50 and 28 losses, and I'm 51 and 27. So it's a pretty tight race going through. Going through. I thought that was kind of cool to.
I usually wanted to say because you were in first place, right? That's what you want to say. Trying to rub it. Yeah, I know. I know. But it's not gonna stay like that, bro. You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to see Jose's in fourth place, right? Because he's a last year's winner. He did an amazing job last year. But I'm kind of happy to see him in fourth place. All right. I'm kind of happy because So I'm kind of happy about that. But
Move on.
it's gonna be good,
I thought
man.
that was cool because we were all really close. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like one game could change a couple different options. So
And at the end of the episode, we'll do Thursday predictions. So Thursday night football predictions. So we'll get into that. So which, by the way, I think who plays on Thursday night football?
shit, I don't even remember, bro. I looked at it this morning. I'll look right now on them.
Anyways, transitioning. Let us know in a little bit. USC. Talk about it again versus Arizona. What y'all think about that game? I think I asked it 500 times.
Cool.
Huh?
It's us Thursday. You versus me. Dum.
The Chiefs and Broncos.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I forgot about it.
Okay. I think I know what everybody's gonna pick.
Jose said the champ is gonna make his comeback. Don't worry. And then said Broncos versus Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Brain fart there. Had a long day, but I thought I had written it down. But I guess I didn't. But we're talking about USC and Caleb Williams, right? You're looking at a USC that has arguably probably the best talent that we've seen at quarterback in a long time, kind of in college. Caleb Williams didn't throw for a lot of touchdowns. Used his feet most of the time to score those tutties. Really couldn't get it going offensively until that last quarter and then going into overtime. Arizona played a hell of a game, showed a lot of strength. Their QB went off, bro. Went off, dropping a lot of dimes. And so they barely squeaked through with the 43-41 win and a couple of overtimes there. So kind of just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that.
I'm not the college guy. I didn't get to watch too much, so I'll let Alex handle this one.
I've been saying, man, this USC team is kind of shaky at times. That's why I said Colorado has a better chance of beating them than a chance of beating Oregon this year. I did tell Jose too. Yeah, they did. USC is lucky, and I don't know about frauds yet.
Nah, I don't know about frauds
yet. But Caleb Williams, I told Jose that at times he could get a little messy with his footwork in the pocket, and he starts to sell the ball a little bit. Against Colorado, he did that a lot, and luckily it was only picked off once. This game, he's shaky again, and I think he was 4 for like 14, 80 yards in the third quarter. It didn't look good. But I'm not going to discredit. Arizona played a really good game against them too. But if you're USC, you're not gonna climb the ranks playing like this. That's why they've been dropping, even though they're winning games. In college, you need to win flashy to be moving up in the ranks. And if they play like this, they're not gonna. I don't want to see them in the college playoffs because they're gonna get spanked if they play against a Big Ten or like Michigan or Ohio team. Even I honestly think Notre Dame will knock them out too. So I don't want to see them in the college playoffs. I'm sure a lot of scouts would like to see Caleb Williams play against a Georgia type of defense, but you're not going to see that.
Yeah, it definitely seems like USC. I wouldn't say complete frauds. I think Caleb Williams is such a good talent that kind of brings them out of some tough situations, especially how that defense has been playing lately. But overall, do you think it's coaching, Alex? Do you think it's just Caleb? What do you think kind of it is? Why they've been kind of having these close games?
You can't say coaching because Lincoln Ryan is a great offensive minded. He had Kyler Murray. He made him into a number 1 draft pick. He had Jalen Hurts for a while. I want to say did he have Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma? I'm not too going back a little bit, but I don't think it's coaching. Most of it has to do with Caleb. I think that's one thing that you could coach up though, of getting his feet set. He tries to do a lot of crazy things in the pocket. There's only been one man I've seen do that, and he plays on Sundays and he wears number 15. So you can't just get away with
a dog, bro.
Dog. You can't have sloppy footwork like that because you are gonna seal the ball a lot.
I like when people talk good about Pat, dude. Just
bro, can we for once not talk about Patrick?
No, shut up. I'm the reason today. We'll talk about Pat the whole time if I want to.
The reason I say that is every time we mention this dude, Marco gets as wet as this field right here, bro.
Hey, you're right, baby. Hey, you're right.
Every time, bro. Swear, B.
I love, dude. You see what my eyes lit up?
Yes. Number 15. Yes.
So, like, look, man, that's why a lot of
So
people
Lincoln Riley did have
compare
Jalen
him
Hurts.
to. That's why a lot of people compare him to Patrick Mahomes because
Yeah.
the way he's able to deliver the ball when his feet are not set in crazy angles. I think Bo Nix is a little bit better delivering the ball from the pocket. But
So what you're saying is that you think Caleb Williams needs to work on his fundamentals a little bit more, needs to set his feet a little bit more, not be as reckless, because I think you could start doing those things, being a little bit reckless when you have your fundamentals down. You feel like he gets a little too risky with it. Sometimes he doesn't have his feet set, and it creates some problems for them.
yeah, and a lot of people don't see it because they see, oh, look at the touchdown stats, like it's 6 or 7, and they're like, damn, dude, he's been playing. Well, dude, if you watch the game, he could have had another touchdown if he just had his feet set because he had.
Well, you're not in the NFL. You're not gonna play against Pac-12 defenses, so
no,
we can get that out of the way. Yeah, I still think he's an amazing talent, but you're not going to be playing against Pac-12 defenses. So if you want to, I think you're right about his fundamentals and those things, and I think he needs to tidy those things up now because once you get into the league, that shit's going to bite you in the ass.
Well, that's another thing too. Is college is kind of backdoor football sometimes. Like they have the backyard, they throw those crazy stupid plays, and you do stupid shit. Bro, you have to realize the NFL is limited to certain teams, certain people on those teams. How many college players are there in the world, or in the United States alone? There's a fuck ton, dude, and not all of them make it to the NFL. So you're playing with buds.
And this is Jose hate doesn't really like Kyler Murray, but to me, I think Kyler Murray looked better than Caleb Williams in that offense whenever he was under Lincoln Riley. So that should tell you something too. Being in that offense, you thrive as a fucking quarterback. Like,
yeah, but again, that doesn't transition to always being good in the NFL.
Yeah,
like
I know,
look how he's fast, but he can't even fully get away from some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he does try to, he falls or slips, or that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you got to be the pocket quarterback to an extent, and if you're not then you got to figure something else out.
But that dude, let's give him his flowers, dude. That dude has a crazy touch on the football. That dude can fucking put it anywhere. Caleb.
Oh, I'm talking about Kyler.
Oh, you're talking about Kyler. My bad. Okay,
Kyler. Like Kyler is just he's not that guy.
I like what I said. He says I like Kyler Murray's talent, not his leadership and maturity. Yeah, the dude's a fucking little kid playing video games. He's a little kid playing video games while his team's out there grinding right now. He's doing his rehab. Huh?
I said, chill out on the video games, bro. Everybody plays them.
I know, for real, dude. He's over there fucking playing video games the whole time, playing COD and shit with the Face Clan, and he's not over here worried about fucking studying his book. They had to put that shit in the contract for him to sign because he don't watch enough film. He's fucking immature. So I agree, 100%, Jose. I agree that he's immature as fuck. And you know what? Speaking of that, the Cardinals came out that they think they're gonna go the other way, man. They think they're gonna go the other way away from Kyler. So we'll see what happens. What do you think about that, Alex? You heard about that?
Yeah, I mean, if they take, I mean, that team looks good though. I mean, even though they're not what their record shows, that they compete. They've been competing every single game.
Joshua Dobbs is kind of cold, bro.
Yeah,
he's kind of cold, bro. Like,
hey, Joshua Dobbs, dude. Hey, Joshua Dobbs. Hey, he's been a hell of a backup, bro. When he comes in, he did it with the Browns, and now he's doing it with the Cardinals. Like, this dude's a dog, dude. Dude's a dog.
So I wonder, and let me know what y'all think about it. Is it kind of like that? Fuck it, like I may not have this forever. Like, let me just do what I can, and if I screw up, no big deal. Because think about it, there's nobody to back him up, really.
No.
So who cares if he screws up?
Is Cole McCoy still there?
No, didn't they send him away?
No, that motherfucker needs to retire, dude. That motherfucker needs to retire, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but y'all think it's that mentality of fuck it, I can't be benched, essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Josh Dobbs looked really good in college, right? And I think it has to do a lot with him being book smart though, because like he's able to study the book really good and study the scheme, and that's why he looks, whenever he gets his chances in the NFL, he looks good. I mean, they're like, damn, he could be
Yeah,
He could be a
I
starter.
don't mind him. I got him on my bench.
Jose said Kyler could fit well in Atlanta. They still need a QB, and Arizona get a fresh restart, but they'll never go far. Hey, they were saying that. They were saying that about your. They were saying that about your quarterback too, Alex. They're saying about your quarterback going over there to Atlanta.
That's crazy because I said that 2 weeks ago, and like the following week, it was all over you. And like, oh, Justin should go to Atlanta. I'm like, bro, they've been listening to our podcast. I've been saying that.
Hey, would you be an Atlanta fan if Justin Fields went to Atlanta?
I would not because I know how good he would be out there, and I'll be really upset that he was able to look that good in Chicago. But it looks like he's turning the page.
It looks like he's turning the page. Hey, shout out to the Bears. Bears are getting better, man. Slowly but surely. Y'all looking better than the Broncos.
Thank you.
He's got 11. He's got 11 touchdowns.
Yeah. Hey,
he's got 11 passing touchdowns.
Fuck this party. Oh shit! All right, so we'll go ahead and transition. We'll go transition to the once called the Red River Shootout. Right? Did y'all see that UT versus OU game?
Like I
that
said,
shit was
I didn't
fucking insane.
Football this weekend. I was at Austin city limits, so I didn't.
Yeah. Fucking pussy. But continue on. OU defeats UT 34-30. Dylan Gabriel driving down the field with a minute left. Scores with 15 seconds left and seals the game for OU. Let me tell you, man, I was there on Friday at the State Fair. I went to go see Pat McAfee show live, which fucking was an amazing moment. Got to meet them, got to meet the crew. It was fucking like dream come true. It was awesome. But UT and OU, man, they fucking hate each other, bro. People are fucking wanting to box it up out there, man. They fucking hate each other. That rivalry is deep. But that game was nuts, man. I don't know if y'all saw that first quarter, Alex. That first quarter, man. That first half really was fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, it was a good game. I had an event going on right here at my house, so I was trying to sneak my my ass into the glued to the TV, but I couldn't.
All right, Leticia, I need you to calm down. All right, Boomer Sooners, Boomer Sooners, stop the Longhorns. Horns down, the Boomer Sooners. That's what they did. But you know what? I give it respect to the OU, the Sooners. Dylan Gabriel went out there and balled out, bro. He was glad. And you're talking about last year losing 48-0 against UT and coming back, the Red River rivalry, and basically fucking taking over in that last quarter, right? Dylan Gabriel really was running the ball very well as a QB, finding those gaps and really getting through. Now, UT did lose a center there early in the game or before the game. I can't remember. So they were kind of a little bit lackluster on offense. But Quinn Ewers, it took a little while for him to get going, right? Throws that interception really quick in that first possession and gives up an early touchdown. Texans got their cheeks twisted, horns down. All right, great. But all right, we got a lot of fucking UT haters up in here, man.
You got some Texas haters.
Yeah, I got some Texas haters. Hey, if you're from Texas, man, I'm just saying, dude, you can't be a fucking Baker Mayfield out there. Because I saw Baker Mayfield on Friday. I saw Baker Mayfield on Friday, and I was telling him all sorts of shit. I said, "Fuck you, you're fucking trash.
I think we heard
you're
you
a piece of shit." Y'all heard me on TV. I was like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit." There was a guy next to me. He was fucking horns down. You fucking bitch. You suck. Blah blah blah. And then Baker turns around. You don't see it on TV. You can't hear. You can see when he turns around. But he tells the guy next to me, he's like, he was a pretty heavy set dude, and he tells him. He turns around and he's like horns down. He's doing the horns down. And he says, "Keep eating your fucking funnel cake, fat boy. Keep eating your funnel cake, fat boy." That shit was hilarious, bro. I was like, damn, Baker really talks his shit, bro. You know what? I was talking a lot of shit to Baker, but let me give him some props, dude. Did you ask Baker for a pick? Nah, bro. He left before. I got picked with Pat McAfee, a couple of the guys there on the crew. Actually, everybody on the crew. Besides Gumpy, which was pretty awesome. But Baker, I respect Baker a lot, right? Because that dude, he's been like kind of ousted at a lot of places. Like when he was with the Browns, obviously that shit didn't work out because, that was a whole shit show. Had a lot of shoulder problems and, they shipped him out of there. Went to Carolina, won the job there, did okay. but then they shipped him off to the Rams. Went to the Rams those last 5 games, balls out, and now he goes somewhere with the Bucks where Baker looks like a guy, man. Like he's motivated, he's winning games for them, he's playing really well, and I think that's a testament. I like people that show like people are counting them out and they come back and ball out like against all odds, especially for someone like him. It's pretty cool to see.
Did he just start off by saying "fuck Baker"? Baker's a bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was doing it for the show, all right? I was doing it for the show,
Yeah.
but I gotta put respect where respect is due, right? He's still a pussy. To me, he's still a pussy.
Oh my
but he's still,
Bro,
you know.
put your emotions in check, B.
Nah,
No,
bro,
look.
I'm hormonal, bro. But let's get. But you know what I mean, right?
Going back to Baker and the whole college thing, I mean, he went to Lake Travis, a couple miles
Lake
from
Travis.
UT, and
Yep.
Lake Travis is a big powerhouse here in Texas. I don't know if you guys follow
Lake
Texas
Travis
football a lot.
played
And,
against them.
And he wanted to get drafted. I mean, he wanted to go to school in UT. They never gave him a shot. So every time he plays against them, you know, he likes to give them a little run for their money for not giving them a scholarship. Yeah, man, I feel like Texas kind of bites themselves in the ass when a lot of people expect shit from them. Like this year, I like when Texas is good because it brings in more viewers to TV, and I think it brings in more people to the college world now. And I feel like, man, Texas every time Texas is lined up for something good, they always fuck up in one of these games. I was telling fucking Jose every fucking week when they were 3-0, I'm like, man, this is a game where they can fucking lose. And I would always tell Jose every fucking week, this is the game, because it's coming, man. It was gonna come. I knew it was gonna come, and they came against Oklahoma.
I don't get as of right now how the Saints are still the favorites to win the division, but the Bucks beat them in New Orleans bad, and they have the better record. Yeah, man. It seems like the Bucks. I agree. It seems like the Bucks and Baker Mayfield, man. They're pretty good, and they're gonna keep rolling. That defense is solid. That defense is really good, and you just need someone to make the right decisions and get you some points on the board so that defense can show out. So the defense does what it keeps doing, and Baker is playing good enough. That team is gonna be someone to watch as they get into maybe hopefully a spot in the playoffs.
It's also good though that fucking Baker's probably playing in the best offensive, has the best offensive talent since he's had in his career now. He hasn't had a receiver like Mike Evans or, you know, that nice of an offensive line to go with it. You know, those are all big factors too. He's never had that type of stuff. I think who was his best receiver in his career? I think was it Landry?
Probably.
But he had
from Cleveland.
No, he had Cooper Cup, and he had Cooper Cup with the Rams, bro, for those 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple good receivers, but nothing
like this.
It's been like a good receiver, but terrible O-line, or a decent O-line, but a terrible. You know what I mean? Like it's never been together.
Like this team that the Bucks have right now, that they're healthy. It seems like they're a pretty well equipped team, and like you said, they got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and those guys. Those guys are ballers, and it seems like Baker finally found a spot there, huh?
Great Ball said Baker sucks. He's lucky my team is rebuilding. We're gonna own the NFC South.
Baker said, "Who's your team?" Great Balls Mendoza. Who's your team, bro? Put it in there in a little bit. But I'm assuming it's someone in that division. Maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints were this team.
I was thinking the Saints.
Maybe the Saints. I don't know.
Maybe the Panthers.
You know, the Panthers. Oh, it could be the Panthers.
This guy doesn't like the Texas Longhorns, and then his NFL team.
Oh, the Panthers. Oh, shit. The fucking Bryce. Hey,
dude,
Bryce,
did y'all see that, bro?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
So what's his name? Josh McCown, right?
Yeah.
So did you see? So Josh McCown talked to CJ Stroud and was like, "Hey man, when you come over, we gotta find a court and we'll ball up and so on." So there's rumors that the higher ups wanted Bryce Young and pushed Because if you look, Frank Reich, I think it's Frank Reich, and Josh McCown were pushing hard for CJ Stroud, and they got railroaded, and they ended up picking, obviously, Bryce Young. Could you imagine, dude? Like, that's you scheme your entire existence on one dude, and then all of a sudden they're like, nope, good luck. That's fucking wild, dude. I saw that today.
Bryce Young is probably shorter than Baker Mayfield, and that's just crazy.
Let's talk about that because like coming out of college, I mean, a lot of people said Bryce Young was the best QB. I was like, bro, by a mile, CJ is the number 1 pick.
You did say that. You did say that a couple times. I remember that.
I seen that from like going back to the championship game. I was like, dude, they got CJ's number 1. The Panthers. We all saw that video of like the before the draft that CJ was probably gonna go 1 because Josh McCown and them, they like what they saw in his workout and they went Bryce. I was like, bro, they fucked up, man. Bryce ain't bad, but like he's not CJ, man.
CJ Stroud could be that dude. CJ Stroud could be that dude.
And then they're like, then like, I'm not saying maybe he's not saying that as a Panthers fan, but a lot of Panthers fans are saying, well, look what CJ has. I mean, what Bryce has compared to CJ. Man, nobody expected CJ to have this type of season. No, and look what he has.
Have.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly, yeah.
Hold on. Jose said this real quick, just to go back to what we were talking about. How did he not have anybody in LA?
Jose said Baker had OBJ, Jarvis, Chubb, Hunt, and Njoku in Cleveland. Had CMC in Carolina. No one in LA, and now he's got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Still think he's a career backup, but will a valuable QB2 will be available? Why are you hating on my Panthers? Bryce is the future. He's just got no weapons.
I'm
not hating on Bryce.
I'm not hating on Bryce, bro. I'm not fully hating. They should have got CJ. I'm saying I personally like CJ better. Now he does have Adam Thielen, who, yes, I get it. Adam Thielen's not what he used to be. He's still a solid player, and they are connecting. They're starting to heat up together. So maybe that's a sign of good things. But what CJ Stroud is doing numbers-wise with the Texans of all teams with nobody, bro.
And if you see his interviews and shit, he's very mature. Like,
yeah. But if you think about it too, like they have a decent running back in Dameon Pierce, but he hadn't really done shit this year. If you actually look at it, so it's kind of like who's doing the running? Well, CJ Stroud's getting that ball out there, bro. I'm just.
What do you think about? And we got to point out that the Texans having D'Amico, having that defensive mind, and they're keeping them in games, that defense. And I like to credit D'Amico on what he's done there with the Texans, dude. And it seems like they rallied around him, right? It seems like they're playing for him, and it's pretty cool to see he's building that culture there.
D'Amico Ryan is a fucking dog. What he is doing with that team is impressive.
Ride or die with Mike Guy now.
I agree. Mendoza, you got to ride with Guy.
Look, bro, I don't know. It seems like Bryce has come up short on expectations.
Oh, come on. But look, anyways, they had a guy there in Carolina too. I mean, he's been balling out somewhere else. His name's DJ Moore. Maybe that could have helped him out too. Come on.
They had another one. I think his name was CMC.
Oh, bro, it seems like y'all could have had a team, bro. What the fuck, y'all do?
The only reason I say this stuff is because my team's so I have to hurt somebody else. My team's low.
You're toxic, bro.
I think
toxico.
I did see the Panthers are trying to look for a wide receiver 1. They're gonna have to get somebody in the trade.
Oh, for sure. But if you think about it, like if they do get a receiver 1, they could actually be a decent team. Like a really good team, because Adam Thielen is great in the slot. They have an okay running back. Just you got to get somebody else to pull from the running back and the receiver too. So
I really hope that they turn it around though, because they gave up pretty much their farm team in the first to get Bryce. So that kind of sucks. Hey, but right now we got the number 1 and I think the number 2 pick. So
I saw that actually. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah. So now that we talked a little bit about Baker Mayfield, which hopefully I think the Bucs have a good chance of winning that division. The Panthers are dead. The Panthers are fucking dead.
Look what he said.
Why you got hurt me like that? They not cheap. CMC #1 running back. DJ Prob's like a $25 million a year guy. Hey, bro, I don't fucking know, but you don't got him, dog. You don't got him on your team. All right, y'all fucking trash. Oh yeah, y'all got Bryce Young. Y'all gonna take y'all's time with Bryce Young, but y'all fucking ass right now. And hey, first year with Bryce, we'll see what happens. Maybe next year.
I thought they say how long
get some weapons, get people together. The Panthers, they'll be all right. I think they'll be right in a couple
they go
years.
Marvin Harrison Jr. next year or what?
No shit, bro. They'll be cold. They'll be cold. But who's stuck in limbo more, Giants or Panthers?
Another great question. It's gonna
Leticia,
to me. It's gonna be the
you're coming
Giants.
with the question, bro.
She's coming with the fire, bro.
Leticia, you got some fire questions.
Even Greenwald Mendoza's doing some good shit.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, appreciate the fans out there. Appreciate the fans. We got 2 fans out here keeping up with us. Hey, we appreciate it. I miss 2015. Hey, wow.
Great balls.
I think
Great balls. Hold on.
Great Balls Mendoza says I miss 2015.
2015 was good for y'all. But you know who was better for?
I think Cam Newton misses 2015 too, bro.
That was I miss 2015, bro. I miss 2015.
That was
Cam Newton still thinks he's 2015. He still thinks it's 2015 right now.
That was
bro. What were you gonna say?
that was a great time to be. That was a great time to be a fan though, because Cam Newton.
Oh, dude, they were balling out, bro. We should.
Dude was a beast, bro.
Look at it. Besides our defense, obviously, dude, we should have gotten destroyed in the Super Bowl. Honestly, like realistically, we should have gotten destroyed. That was a great year for them. Great year for them.
Cam Newton was fucking rocking everybody left and right, dude.
Go back to Leticia, who's stuck in limbo more. Ooh. Oh man, it's tough because the Giants, they had their run, they won one, so on. The Panthers had a shot at it, but they haven't really.
Who's in a better position right now? It seems like the Panthers are in a better position for the future.
Right now, Panthers for sure. The Giants spent too much on Daniel.
Oh, it seems like they're stuck more in limbo.
Man, but it sucks, dude, because looking at the coach, I'd rather Brian Daboll. You know what I mean? Like, it's just tough, man. There's so many.
Hey, Frank Wright ain't a bad coach. I don't think he's a bad.
No. I like Frank Wright. I'd say probably Giants. Yeah, I'd say Giants is probably the more limbo for sure.
Here's why though, because you don't know where the Giants are gonna go from here, right? Because we got the Saquon deal that didn't happen. And then you got to deal with Daniel Jones, and then the defense doesn't look like they should even be on. Like, none of these guys should be on the field, man. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
And then you have an offensive line, fucking having Twitter beef, I guess, with their fans or calling them out for being burger flippers. You know what, Leticia? You should be more mad at your own team for calling you guys burger flippers.
That motherfucker! Hey, did you see that radio host go off, bro?
Yeah,
this is dude from ESPN, dude. They chewed that guy out, and then he came back after that, and he fucking apologized. But yeah, you need to get out there, your guy, bro. That's an internal thing. That was fucked up.
Yeah, and then as far as the Panthers, they gave up a lot for getting Bryce, but you already kind of know where they're going, right? They're building for the future. For the Giants, you don't know what they're doing. You're not building for the future.
Can I put this comment?
Yeah, bro, put it on there.
Oh my god.
Where my little bitch boy Artie? Y'all for real, fire him? Yeah. All right. All right. God, nah,
Marco, just stop. Just stop right now.
Nah, I'm the host. I don't give a fuck. Look, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, all I gotta say.
Are you gonna tell him how you let him go?
That's such a great comment.
No. We're not gonna go there. Right? We respect for what Art did. We respect for what Art did. He came on, did his thing. Round applause for Art. Hey, but his fucking fantasy fucking trades are fucking terrible. Hey, we gotta bury him for that. We gotta bury him for that. So we're not gonna bury Art.
I respect his decision of why he's not around as much.
Yup, and
I do the family more, and so like all that stuff. So I respect that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyways, we'll continue on. I still trust. Leticia Ramirez says I still trust Brian Dable over anything. The Panthers do, but I understand.
Yeah.
Leticia,
Yeah, I mean, I
it's
get
gonna
it.
be
I
a
like
rough
Brian
road.
Dable.
It's gonna be a rough road. You gotta get rid of Daniel Jones,
Well,
and I think
and
next
that's the
year
biggest
you're
thing.
stuck with him, and I think you gotta get rid of him.
That's the biggest thing. I trust Dayball as well, but the guys are right. The Panthers are set up to be good in the next couple years, whether it be 2, 3, whatever next year. The Giants, shit. They have Daniel Jones for the next couple years. They might lose Saquon. You got Waller, which okay. You know what I mean? That's why I say that. So, and
Yeah.
then Jose, I'm assuming this is to Mendoza's comment.
Órale. Hello. All right. Yeah, but we're gonna transition now. We gotta talk about fucking that shit. All right. We're gonna talk about top 5 race in the MVP candidate race. And I kind of wanted to pose a question to y'all. Is Brock Purdy now a true MVP candidate?
Shit, he could be.
Man.
He could be, bro. That dude he's playing, bro.
He's
He's
balling.
playing. Man, it's so early though. That's the shitty part.
It's just kind of.
Who's in
I
these
don't
top?
know.
Who's in y'all's top? Let's get a top 5. Who do we think in the top 5 right now? MVP candidates.
Does that have to be in order or just names?
No, just anybody. We don't have to do order. Let's just see who's in there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Um,
Man, it's kind of tough so early.
that is right now. I am not afraid to say it, but I think Jared Goff is having an MVP year.
Jared Goff, okay. Jared Goff.
I'd definitely throw his name in there. Tua's balling out.
You know, Tua's been. Those are obvious ones, right? Like
It's always good. It's always good when
say-
Tua's not throwing up gang signs. We appreciate him for that.
Honestly, the way he's been sliding and stuff like that makes me so happy.
The jujitsu. Hey, the jujitsu over the summer. Good job, Tua.
Josh Allen, I would probably throw in there as well. He's been having a really good year so far.
Even though they had a bad game against against the Jaguars, which Stephon Diggs is a fucking drama queen, right? Am I the only one who thinks that?
Probably not.
He's a drama queen.
Probably not.
What do you think, Alex? You think he's a drama queen, dude? Because it feels like every time the team is doing good, he's all happy. Oh my gosh, we're doing good. But every time the team's doing bad, he's crying instead of motivating his team. That's my own personal opinion, though.
He's kind of giving me this. He's kind of giving me those Terrell Owens vibes. I don't want to say he's like Terrell Owens yet,
I was
but he's
thinking of
kind of giving me
that.
those vibes right now.
Okay, I see. So drama queen, a little bit of drama queen. He needs to bring it down a little bit.
So how many names you got? 3, right?
Yeah. So Goff, Tua, Josh. Who else? Who else are we throwing in there? Mahomes. You have to.
Well, I mean, is Patrick Mahomes giving those numbers right now?
Okay, but we can actually run the ball now. It's different.
So true. I would put him in there because he didn't have Travis. Travis is really the only one he has right now.
Yep. Only one
And then
producing.
The last one, I mean, is a layup for me. It's gonna be Justin Herbert.
Really? You wouldn't go Jalen Hurts or nothing like that?
Well,
I don't think Jalen Hurts is playing well. He's just kind of getting by.
I think so too. I think it's just their team's getting by. You also play the teams that's in front of you. I really don't think he's had one of those like, oh my god, moments yet. Do you guys think that?
I don't think so. I think they've been squeaking wins, and I think, but I think that offensive line makes up for a lot of the bad offense they sometimes have, especially this season, the first 5 games. I think
we're not gonna be like,
we're
not gonna be like Shady McCoy putting Hurts in there.
Yeah. No.
Great Balls has a comment that's interesting.
Okay, so he put in there, Tush Push Hurts, Brock Purdy, Gangsta Tua, Forrest Hutchinson. 5 Get off Hutchinson's dick. Okay. Get off Hutchinson's dick. Nah. He's cold, but like if they didn't give Aaron Donald the MVP, why would he be an MVP candidate? Like to me, this is I don't think he's that. You could say Fred Warner. You could say Fred Warner.
But I don't know. I'd rather Hutch than Fred Warner.
Why? Who does more for their team?
Hutch is
That was. I think Hutchinson does.
Hutch.
I think
What are you
Hutchinson
talking
does.
about?
Fuck!
No, but look at it this way though. Like,
Ooh,
Fred
Ortiz
Warner.
had a good comment too. Damn, y'all are killing it with these comments today, bro.
Nah, I don't know, bro, because Jimmy was there, bro, and he's not doing as good a job as he wasn't doing as good as job as Purdy's doing right now.
But she has a point though. He win over CMC.
I wouldn't say that Purdy is there yet though. I'm not saying that.
No. Look at the Super Bowl. What happened in the Super Bowl? Who got hurt and they didn't do good? Who got hurt and didn't do good? They have Purdy in there. They probably win it. Hutchinson in your face. You should know, Marcos. That's his lost week 1.
Oh,
bro! Let's play again. You know what? I want to say this right now. Fucking Lion. Look, okay.
I'm gonna put up there one more time, just for good measure.
Yeah, you should know. Yeah, okay. Okay. Y'all beat us week 1, and maybe I am a little salty that they beat us week 1. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little salty, bro. But look, the Lions are good. But who have they played that's actually really good? Who have they played so far that's really good besides the Chiefs? I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. These teams, nobody knows. September football, nobody knows anything. I've always said that. September football, nobody knows anything.
But Marcos, the same could be said about your Chiefs too.
Nah, we don't know shit. No, we don't know shit about the Chiefs either. We don't have anybody playing well on the receiving end. Travis Kelce is like our saving grace so far. Rashee Rice getting some touchdowns, but nobody else is really doing much. We're running the ball well, though. That's one thing is Isaiah Pacheco's going off. But going back to Hutchinson, that dude's a beast, but I wouldn't go yet. I wouldn't put him in the MVP candidate race yet. But going back to Leticia's with Brock Purdy, I think if you have Brock Purdy in that Super Bowl matchup, you probably win the Super Bowl. So in my case, he's more valuable than even having CMC out there. The QB quarterback position is the most important position to have on the field. I don't care what anybody says. It's the most valuable, and that's why they win MVPs. If you don't have a good QB in the back throwing the ball and slinging it, you ain't got a chance to win. So Brock Purdy, I think, is the most valuable player on that team.
Does Brock give you these I'm not saying he is, but is he giving you these Jimmy Garoppolo vibes where how Jimmy Garoppolo came out swinging his first couple starts? People started thinking like, man, Jimmy's winning these games. Is that the same thing as Brock, or is Brock doing it a different way?
No, I don't think it's the same thing. You can just tell.
I think Brock is more just consistent.
Consistent.
Even when he hadn't like fully thrown like 4 touchdowns and all this other chaotic shit. Like, look at the game that CMC had 4 touchdowns. Brock still put up good numbers.
Yeah.
And that's because CMC went the fuck off on running himself. Like, here, y'all talk. I want to look up that stat because that game wasn't.
No. And Brock is definitely doing better than any other QB that's come into his place there with the 49ers. If you're talking about Jimmy G, Brock is the way he processes things is so much quicker than most people in the league. I don't think people talk about that enough. Is his decision making? Yes, people want to say Mike Shanahan puts him in great positions to be able to write with all the motion, getting people in open spots. It looks like with wide receivers are like wide open sometimes, but you need someone to make those quick decisions on those plays. Some of those throws that Brandon Ayuk, like in the first week, remember the first week, those passes to Brandon Ayuk in the fucking bucket, bro, for Brandon Ayuk. Like what I'm saying is that Purdy's a beast.
Out of all these 5 quarterbacks, who's doing more with less? I think Justin Herbert is. I mean, all he has right now is Keenan Allen.
Where you fucking go, dude?
Isn't he?
This is bro. This is you talking about with Justin Herbert, bro.
No, he looks good, right?
Bro. Okay, so that game, it was against the Cardinals. McCaffrey obviously had 106 and 3 touchdowns, and he had a receiving touchdown. Brock Purdy still was 20 for 21 for 283. That's stupid. And had a rushing touchdown. That's stupid.
Bro is accurate. He's an accurate quarterback, man. He slings it. That Tommy John getting corrected. Hey, he's swinging that
Great
shit.
Ball said robbed against Seahawks, which they did lose by a touchdown. I agree to that. Shut down ATL, which they have a decent team, nothing crazy. Right, Green Bay, which they have a decent team. And then, yeah, sorry, buddy, they smashed y'all.
Yeah, they clapped on cheeks. Which is why Lions can be good. Defense wins titles. Damn, Broncos did that to us. Goff got number 1 O-line, best running back duels, and a top 15 wide receiver. And they still don't win. I don't fucking know. But we need to stop. Okay, I get the hype train with the Lions, but we need to chill out a little bit. And we got to see what they do. We're barely in – we're now in October. Now we're going to see who the real teams are after week 5. We get into – right, if you want to split up the season in quarters, we're getting into the second quarter of the season now, where we're going to kind of see like what teams are about. And I think the Lions, I don't know who they have next. Can you see who they have next? Who do the Lions have next? I'm not sure. I think, are they in the bye? They might be in a bye week. I think they're week 7. They're week 7, I think. I think they're the same as us. They have the Bucks. That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. Against that Bucks team. Against that Bucks team.
Yeah.
Against that Bucks team.
The Lions against the Bucks team, the Bucks against the Lions team. It'll be good.
I think Detroit needs to capitalize right now where they have Ben Johnson as their OC because he's not going to be an OC for much longer. He's going to get a head coaching job.
They've already talked about that.
Yep. Yeah. No. So we think so. We on our five list for MVP candidates, we put Goff, Tua, Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Justin Herbert.
Y'all put Mahomes and Herbert.
Oh no! I didn't put Herbert. I put Purdy over Herbert. I put Purdy over Herbert. I put Purdy over Herbert. Me personally, but so you're putting who you're putting there, Alex? Who are you putting Herbert over? Like who are you switching out?
I feel like Herbert's having a better season than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, you're taking Pat out.
I mean, those other quarterbacks are playing really good.
That's exactly why I said that.
You just said who's doing more with less. You just said who's doing more with less.
I think, yeah.
So you're telling me, nah, fuck this shit. Right now, you put Mahomes on any fucking team in the NFL. How many of those teams are fucking Super Bowl contenders?
Is Andy Reid going with him?
No, by himself.
Because you know how you said last year if Patrick Mahomes was on the Bears last year that he would do more.
Y'all be 500 at least. Y'all probably have a winning season. I promise you. I promise you.
I don't think there's any quarterback.
Y'all are ass. Y'all are ass.
You just said the Bears went off. Now you're saying they're ass.
Nah, but he's attacking me. He's attacking me personally.
How do I attack? Look.
Because when you talk about him, you're talking about me.
Okay, all right? What did you leave me with here, bro? Come on. Bullshit. Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, look, the Patrick Mahomes is not having that year like we all expected.
I agree. I don't think he's having that year, and I will throw this word in there, yet. He can easily blow it up.
It's too early.
Hold on.
We start slow.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all start slow. It's still early in the season. Give it some time, bro. Yeah. Now, by the end of the year, maybe, for sure. But
people are saying because he threw those 2 picks against the Jets, he had a bad game. He's allowed to have a bad game.
Everybody's allowed to have a bad game, bro. My team has fucking 5 of them already, and we've only played that game.
But not against Zach Wilson.
Shut up.
No, but look, dude, all quarterbacks in this fucking league are not gonna have this MVP season where they go like on a 17-game run where they're throwing 4 or 350 with 4 touchdowns every game. It's still early.
I think the Chiefs will be in the Super Bowl, and that's my testament. I think they'll be in the Super Bowl again, at least an AFC Championship. But I think the Super Bowl. I'll put my money on them being in the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna go to Vegas next week, and I'm gonna put money on them. So let me know what y'all want me to put on there because I'm putting them to win the Super Bowl.
I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know.
So nice. Let me know. Anyways, guys, anything else you want to talk about before we get into the Thursday pick'ems?
We didn't even get. Wait. So what's your list, Trey?
I agree with 3 of those 5. Oh, I thought we were doing like a team one. Shit.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, we can do our own. We can do our own.
Yeah, that's why I thought we were doing like a team one.
Okay, if I'm gonna go, I'll say mine first. I agree. Jared Goff been playing well. I'll throw Tua in there because Tua's probably putting up crazy numbers. Josh Allen, he's playing good enough where I think I'm going to put Patrick in there just because of what he got and what he's doing with it, even though they're starting slow, and I'm going to put Brock Purdy in there. So Goff, Tua, Josh, Patrick, and Purdy.
Yeah, that looks pretty solid to me. It's a solid.
Say it one more time.
Jared Goff, Tua, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Brock Purdy.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Who you throwing in there? It just doesn't seem like this is the season where like you could say someone is like the standout MVP candidate. Like this isn't up in the air right now. Up in the air.
This is
Like
what
nobody.
I'll say.
As of week 5, I got Tua, Hurts, Herbert. You know how I feel about
So
him.
see, Jose has one that I was gonna say, CMC. So I'm thinking, I'm leaning. As of right now, if you ask me right now if the season ended, I would say Jared Goff, Tua, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Allen, and I'll throw in Brock Purdy. That's mine. That's mine.
Back.
I got.
Think about it.
No. I understand. I'm reasonable. I understand. It's reasonable. I agree. That's a good list.
But I agree. Easily can change what Jose said. Easily can change.
Yeah. That's a good
That's
list.
why right now I don't have Patrick Mahomes in it because he has been playing good. Do not get me wrong. But to the caliber of what he normally plays in, not yet. Now, by the end of the season, shit, he could easily be the front runner and nobody's close to him.
For sure. I agree. All right, what about you, Alex?
I would just I would just keep the same 5 that you had, but just take out Patrick Mahomes. I personally would probably put Hill in there. Hill's been
Tyree. Okay.
Because here's the thing too, where Tua gets some of the knock is because they're like, well, he is also playing with another MVP guy in Hill. That's where I put Hill at 5.
Okay. But you put Tua. You leave Tua in there though. You leave Tua and Hill in there.
Yeah, because
two of our lists have a quarterback and a receiver running back combo. That's insane.
But I think another knock is going to be that Goff has one of the best offensive lines, right?
I agree, best in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I mean, having
they don't touch
Brown
him.
And Montgomery, yeah, he gets untouched.
He doesn't get touched.
And Montgomery is killing it. Montgomery is making it his
he's
life
a beast, bro. And you said it. I'm gonna give Alex credit because I remember Alex being upset when they let David Montgomery go from the Bears, and he said that's gonna be a key piece for Detroit. Remember you saying that, Alex? I remember.
Yeah.
So what's crazy though is I really didn't think he'd. Don't get me wrong. I thought he'd be a decent piece, but I didn't think he would be like the front runner guy. I really didn't. I thought they were going high. Why would you go high on Gibbs and then do that? You know what I mean?
And here's whenever we saw the draft all together, I said they drafted Gibbs because they're gonna use him in the slot and use him in wait, what?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's pretty cool. Anyways, what were you saying, Alex? I got caught up.
I was
my ADD cracked it, bro.
We're watching the draft and we're like, man, why did they draft Gibbs? I was thinking maybe they were going to use him in the slot most of the time. I didn't really think that he was going to be the front runner. A lot of people were high on them when we were doing fantasy. They're like, oh, Gibbs is going to be the number 1. I'm like, dude, if you have not seen Chicago,
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them.
If you did not see Chicago Bears football last year with David Montgomery is a dog in between the freaking tackles. They're gonna use a shit ton of him.
And I remember when he was playing with the Raiders, when he was with Derek Carr, he was balling out. And then he went to the Bears, right? He was with the Raiders, right?
No,
yeah, he was.
No, David Montgomery was drafted to the Bears, and I was kind of.
Who am I thinking of?
You're probably thinking of Josh Jacobs.
No, DeAndre Washington. That's what I'm thinking of. DeAndre Washington.
But like going back,
Texas Tech guy.
David Montgomery is a beast, dude. I knew, and as soon as the Lions picked him up, I'm like, fuck, that's it. That team's complete right now on the offensive side of the ball. They have a badass line. They have some skill players that could do work. Mind you, they don't even have Jameson Williams yet. That's
They
been there.
they finally got him this past week. Yeah.
One more
So
question: if you're building a team, do you take Hutch or do you take Nick Bosa? That's a good ass question.
The
bro.
fact that I have to think about that proves how good Hutchinson actually is, though.
Respect.
I think Nick Bosa comes with the baggage though, and Aiden Hutchinson doesn't. You know, Aiden Hutchinson is gonna do his work. He's a Detroit guy. You know what I mean? He's building and like he's like a roughneck basically. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna show it every Sunday. When Nick Bosa, he get in his feelings sometimes, and he comes into the media. I don't really like that. Hutchinson is a guy that balls every week and never blames anybody.
All right, I'm gonna tell you one thing. That shit was corny when they put his family on the fucking the cast. Like, yeah, put fucking family in there. All right, he's good, but don't be putting his family in there. I don't know about all that. But who said that? Gray Balls Mendoza. They doubted him because Monty was hurt a lot last few years. Yes, that's true. That's true, balls.
This is exactly what I was thinking. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's fucking hard, bro.
But
in my opinion,
if I had to build a team,
Bosa.
I'd take Bosa, but it really hurts to say that because Hutchinson is that guy.
Look, the Jags are probably gonna be upset that they never picked Aiden Hutchinson in the draft. That was a fucking. That's probably one of the.
That's crazy.
Right now. Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson with the Jags right now would have been nice.
Anyway, so we're gonna go with our now we hit hour 30, so we're gonna go with our Thursday pick'ems. We'll start off right now with Alex. Alex, what is your pick, and what do you think the score is gonna be for Thursday night with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos?
Look, I think Denver's gonna turn the page, but not this week. Yeah,
real quick, I'll say this. But if you had said Joey Bosa instead of Nick, it'd be Aiden Hutchinson easily. Agreed.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I'm gonna go KC. I think it might be close because it is a divisional game. Those divisional games get really close. It doesn't matter who you play.
I agree, divisions are tough, but no, we're getting smoked, bro. Sorry.
A 10-point game is I think it might be 38-28. It could be one of those games.
You think they're putting 28 points on the Chiefs defense right now?
I mean, Russell Wilson's not playing bad. That offense doesn't look really.
You think they're putting up 28 points?
I don't. I mean, they can.
38-28. You said it. 38-28. Okay. 38-28. All right, Trey, what do you think?
I'm going Chiefs. I mean, let's be realistic. I'm a realistic fan. We're not playing that great right now. Our defense is trash, and I feel like Mahomes is going to pick us the fucking part. Final score-wise, 70-20. No.
Fucking Dolphins or what?
Nah, dude. If we lose by 50 twice in one season, I'm probably never watch a football game. Let's be realistic here. I think we're gonna score 17. I feel like that's a solid number.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Fuck, dude. Let me do the math because I can't even think off the top of my head. I'm gonna go 31-17.
31-17.
Yeah. We got a couple in the chat. That's not a bad score.
That was actually I was gonna say 45-10.
Yeah.
45 Chiefs, 45-10. I'm gonna say 45-10.
Is Travis clear, or I heard some stuff?
No,
I don't think he's gonna play.
They just said this.
Oh, perfect. I think that's exactly what they say.
We're putting up 45. Justin Ross is gonna fucking get the fucking looks he deserves and get the targets because I think they've slowly been bringing him into the mix. He had a couple of catches this past game. Justin Ross coming out of Clemson. He was injured that previous year. Dude, he's a fucking stud, bro. He's a
great
stud.
ball. When we did beat him in 2015, it was by pure fucking luck because what's his face fumbled and we picked it up for 6. So
yeah,
that's not a good argument for the Broncos fans. Just throwing it out there.
But I think 45. I think 45-10 is my score.
See,
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
go
45 is a little high, but I get why. That's
We're
why I
scoring
went
on
30.
every. We're scoring on every possession, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe not every position, but dude, what if we fucking beat y'all like that bad? Oh my god!
I'd cry. I'd legit cry. I'd cry.
Damn, Broncos 45, Chiefs 14. Fuck.
That'd be crazy.
This is
Um,
Jose. This is his.
I'll stick with the Chiefs winning 27-21 is my final score. 7 points.
I don't think it'll be that close. I don't
I'm
think it'll be
saying,
that
I'm
come
telling you,
on,
dude,
bro.
these
27-20.
these games could be really close. Look, the Eagles and the Commanders game was super close. Everybody said the Commanders were gonna whoop Chicago because the way they looked against Philadelphia, and it was total opposite. Chicago wiped them off up until like the third quarter, got really close. But these divisional games could go one way or another. I'm not saying they're gonna beat them, but it could be really close. I won't be
Yeah,
shocked.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
It's the worst defense in the league. I'm sorry, but
We are. You don't have to be sorry, bro.
no.
Again,
I'm just saying. I just don't think it's gonna be a 7 point. I don't think the spread should be like 14 points, and I wouldn't be surprised what the spread is right now. If it's,
what is the actually the?
I wouldn't be
money?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 14.
I think it might be a touchdown.
No.
Is the spread a touchdown?
No, it's not gonna be a touchdown. There's no way.
8 points.
There's no fucking way, dude. Let me
It's probably
see.
4,
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
10 and a half
Okay.
spread. That's
Oh,
a fuck.
I wouldn't be surprised about a like 10, 14 point difference
That's
in the
what
score.
But you just told me how's it gonna be that close? I put 38 to 28. It's a 10 point.
10
game.
point. Yeah, but I think it'd be more 14. I think more than 2 touchdowns. Thursday night football. I didn't say technically it'd be close. Could be Broncos cover the line by scoring a late touchdown. Oh fucking no, bro. Oh, fucking no. Anyways, we'll conclude with that. Thank y'all for those picks. Thank y'all for being here. It was a great time, boys. I had a great time filling in for Jose. It was fun and talking all about some sports today, dude.
Yeah, you're a great host today. You did pretty good.
You did all right. You did all right.
You did
I
all right.
I appreciate it, man. I just learned from Jose, man. Jose does a great job every week, and
No, for sure.
he keeps this podcast afloat. Without him, who fucking knows what would happen? So gotta give credit to him. And again, send out prayers to my cousin and Viviana there, Jose's wife, and sending thoughts and prayers for that. And let's hope that this week comes with great football, Thursday through Sunday, and just fucking watch that shit.
Let's pray that the Broncos whoop that ass too.
Yep. No, Broncos, rest in peace,
I'll
bro.
probably be in and out watching that game.
Yeah, bro. I'll probably be falling asleep by the half, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Cool.
Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to stop stirring the pot. All right.
Y'all are boosting
Y'all
up
need to-
this man's ego.
Y'all need to stop stirring the pot, bro, because
Go get some popcorn.
I'm gonna start talking. I respect, bro. I'm a grown ass man now. Okay. Back then, I would have said some shit.
No.
Back then, I would have said some shit. But we've grown up over the years, and we're doing good. But don't sound so sensitive about KC. We want competition.
True.
That's true. No. I agree. But yeah, they're steamrolling them by 3 touchdowns.
You want to bet on it?
How much?
Oh,
How about we do a bet for how much you beat us by? You know what I mean?
Dude, that sounds so. Wait, no. I'll tell you this.
Because y'all are gonna win. Let's be realistic here. That's
Yeah.
pretty obvious. But how much do you beat us by? Hey, appreciate you, Leticia. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you, Leticia. Did amazing.
We do our
Thank you
best.
for the question.
So,
We do our best.
what do you think? Let's say if they score less than 2 touchdowns more than us, I win, and then you think they're gonna steamroll.
2 touchdowns, 14 points.
So like,
So if they
the
cover-
14 is cut.
Okay, let's go. Let's say
14 is not a steamroll. 14 is not.
First off, yes, it is.
Bitch.
You can beat by 2 touchdowns as a steamroll. I'm sorry.
Really?
yes, bro.
Jose said we should bet at the Chiefs.
Okay,
coverage.
I agree. Let's do 10 points. Cover the spread. Will they cover? And we'll go from there. 10 and a half. 10 and a half.
Okay. So 11 and over, you win. 10 and under, I win. Correct?
$20. $20.
Okay, I'm down.
$20 bet. We're good. Nice. So we'll get that. So if the Broncos cover, then I owe Trey $20, and I was this losers of the week of the pick'em by a fucking close margin. But
Yeah, it's
so
super close.
I gotta send Trey $5 because don't even remind me, bro. I don't remember that shit. Or I'm broke.
I was actually gonna tell you tonight.
Huh?
I was gonna tell you tonight, like on the pod.
Yeah. Remind me.
Oh,
And then I'll fucking
One more thing. One more thing before we go. I am 5-0 in our fucking fantasy,
Oh my
and everybody in this fucking pod was making fun of me all of season.
Did you
And I
see
beat everybody.
Alex?
bro.
I am kicking ass and I am taking names.
But did you see yourself last season? That's why we made fun of you.
Bro, y'all can make fun of me this season.
Talking shit. I just said you did terrible last season, bro.
Last 2
Oh,
years I've done
hey,
amazing.
what-
This is the worst. Yes. Thank you, Jose, for yes. Thank you, Jose.
That's what I was trying to figure out, and that's why I said 14. But it makes more sense for the spread. So.
Just do the spread, yeah. And if it moves, we'll see. We'll keep it. Yeah.
At the 10.5, I'm down for that.
Yeah. So if it moves up to 14, we'll keep it. If it moves down, we'll keep it.
Let's please back to back. What do you say?
Jose says you were last place back-to-back years. You averaged 2 wins the last 2 years.
Trust the process.
Bro, nah, you had no process, bro. You're fucking trash. Like me right now.
Am I the Giants right now or what?
Bro, I'm the Giants, bro. Have you seen my record right now, dude? All my players, dude. I've had 4. I've had 3 players go to IR. If fucking some of these dudes don't get healthy, I'm about to have 6 players in IR, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for you right now. I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro. I have no hope. Y'all want Tyreek? Y'all fucking send me trades, bro. That's all I'm saying. Send me trades.
Thank you for the Kittle. Even though I helped you out, but thank you for the Kittle hookup on that.
Yeah, I got you, bro. It's fucking collusion. We all know.
No, get out of here, bro. I was like, that was
collusion, bro. It's not collusion. That was a fair trade. That was a fair trade.
Oh.
Yeah, right. We'll see about that, buddy, this week.
Holy shit. Wait. Am I hearing a bet? Am I hearing a bet?
A 54th Street dinner on the.
Oh shit! Okay. For what though? For what? Y'all are going against each other?
Yeah, they're going against each
other. Okay. So what's the bet? 54th Street dinner. Whoever wins.
Yeah.
Fantasy matchup. Jose Garza versus Alex on fantasy. Whoever wins is
let's go.
Whoever wins is owed a 54th Street dinner, and I will be joining so y'all can both pay for my shit. So I was kidding, but whoever wins gets owed a 54th Street dinner. I love it.
Make a poll of our roster, then let's see what the people think.
I like that.
Screenshot our teams and let's make a poll. Let's see what the people think.
Oh my gosh.
They came my sister-in-law.
I'm not taking her.
Yeah.
This is a mandate. It's a mandate.
Right now.
Hey, I'll go. Mandate. Hey, what is it? Okay. So I guess we'll know by Tuesday next week. Damn, hey, let me know if y'all go. I'm gonna be in town next week from Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't see that his guy's out this week.
Bro. And I was gonna ask for
this whole time, Jose, chill out.
Hey, Jose, but if you want Tyreek Hill, send me some offers. We talked about the last time, bro.
Oh, come on.
Think about it. I don't know, man. If it's fair, it's fair, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, right. He probably be giving you.
You want him? But Eckler's back. That's big time. So good timing on that. I saw that. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. It was a great time with everyone. Thank you for everybody watching. Had an awesome time, and thank you for the comments. For shout out to Big Balls. What's his name? Gray Balls Mendoza, Big Balls Mendoza, whatever his name is. Big Balls Mendoza. Yeah, probably does. Thank you, Leticia, for great questions. It was awesome insight and for commenting. We love that and keep doing it. Share a video, share a post. Jose does a great job on the social media side of making those clips for us. So it's been great. So it was awesome. We'll see y'all again soon. I am Marco Monreal. That is Trey, Trigger Trey Parker, and Alex. And we'll see y'all later, guys. Peace.
Peace.